Hi, everyone. Welcome to Zoom Music Ministry. We meet every Thursday night at 7, just like we do in a regular year. What is a regular year? That's up for debate. But tonight, we thought we'd take some time and explain to you guys, our congregation, how we are making music and what our experience as virtual musicians has been like over the past year. Can you believe it? Wow. So, hi everyone. Everyone wave. Say hello to our congregation. We're excited to be here with you tonight. And I'm just going to start and ask some questions of you guys, if that's okay, and you can respond. And I'm excited to share with our parish family about what we've been up to. So, Phyllis, I am going to start with you. And this is an important question, I think, for one that we've thought a lot about over this time, and that is, what do you miss most about in-person music ministry?
Well, I miss the face-to-face rehearsals the most. I miss being able to blend my voice with the rest of the choir, and especially the camaraderie and fellowship that we had with one another. We enjoyed each other's company. We laughed a lot, and mostly we helped each other learn the music. I also miss Paula's encouragement and enthusiasm. Nowadays, we each record our own voices by ourselves using an app called BandLab. What we do is lay down the tracks, and Paula puts them together. We can sing along with another track in order to synchronize, but in terms of vocal production, we're pretty much on our own. So do you remember back in the day when we had those bracelets, WWJD, what would Jesus do?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I need now? I need a WWPS, what would Paula say? When I play back my tracks, I sometimes wonder why I sound so flat. What would Paula say? Oh yes, I have to sing on top of the note, sort of approach the note from above. Right. And why does that E vowel sound so strident? What would Paula say? Oh, right. I have to form an O with my lips, not spread them like this. I have to sing E and not E. Big difference, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Well, all I can say is I'm doing my best, but I can't wait for this pandemic to be over so I can get together with the choir and Paula. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, that was amazing. Wow. Well, whatever she said, I agree. So great. Well, thank you, Phyllis. I want to give our congregation sort of a window into that process that Phyllis kind of alluded to. So, Carrie, I'm going to move to you and just help them get an idea of what it's like for us. Where do you record when you're recording the virtual music?
I record right here in my practice room. I have virtual lessons, vocal and guitar lessons every Monday. And this is where I practice. And so I practice here. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, a practice room. Does everyone have a practice room at home, or anyone have I'm just going to confess, mine is the master bathroom. And so you can just picture me there, I guess, if you, or not. Anyone else have a different place they actually do their recordings?
In the bedroom.
The den, the bedroom.
Yeah, right here.
Basement right there. Okay. And Sharon, of course, has a music room. So, and you know, Sharon, let's move to you next, since you're right there in your music room. Can you talk to us a little bit about like what kind of specialized equipment does all of this virtual music require, or what do you use anyway?
Well, you don't need too much specialized. I use my tablet, and it's on a tablet. It's got a tablet holder because I need it for the piano lessons that I give. And the most important, I have two other things that are important besides using my tablet, because it's bigger than the phone and a little easier to adjust than my computer. But the most important thing is my headphones, because if we don't plug a few weeks ago, I recording. What's going on there? I went, oh, for crying out loud. I can't believe I forgot to put my headphones on. And you see, mine are very wonderful headphones. It even has, blue duct tape because I've sat on this particular pair, but this is my favorite pair. But I also have something that's very important because the other day I forgot to put it out. It says recording, because
Right.
if I don't put that out, someone will come in and go, hey, Mom, or Sharon, I did it. So when I have recording, if somebody comes down the stairs, they tiptoe back up. And I always make sure, this is really important, my laundry room is on the other side. No washing machine going when I'm recording.
That's not the metronome we need during
Not
our
the metronome we need. So that's the equipment that's all that I need. And the best part, Phyllis mentioned this, is Paula lays down the tracks, but I'm always happy when I have another voice to sing along with, so that I match the vowels, match the consonants. And Phyllis, just to make you feel better, the other day I laid down a track. I thought it was going to be perfect. Played it back and I went, I am flatter than a pancake. It was horrible. So I just recorded it again. And when I listened again, I went, oh yeah, I remembered on top of the note, and it was much better. So I'm glad you didn't hear that first track, Paula.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have the opportunity to do over. Although I don't always have time, and sometimes I just kind of let it fly. But I love your recording sign. It's sort of like you're like quiet on the set, Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Elaine, I'm going to go to you. And, we've all been trying new things and using our spaces in new ways. And Elaine, I'm going to ask, what have you learned as a virtual musician?
I think one of the most important things I learned about myself personally was that for me, music and worship is as critical as breathing. And I will never, ever again take music for granted in a service, ever, ever, ever. But after some initial kicking and screaming and being talked off the ledge by Paula, I am now comfortable with BandLab. And I really appreciate what it does, because I can either make music with my musical friends, since we can't get together, or I've learned to create music on my own. And I think one of the biggest things I learned was when you're trying to record by yourself, you really need to lay down a track that's a metronome that kind of keeps the beat, or else you're all over the place. So it's been an adventure. I'm glad, it will continue, but I'm also looking forward to being in person.
Well, I think I can speak for everyone when we say we enjoy the way you've cloned yourself to sometimes play 4 times with 4-part harmony on your recorders. So, thank you. Steve, we've done a lot. And what I want to ask you is, what are you proudest of that we've been able to accomplish in our year as virtual musicians?
I think my most or the most proudest moment or proudest experience that I had is what we did at Christmas for Lessons and Carols with 2 other churches. As I recall, one was St. Paul's, and I can't remember the other church, but there were 3 churches and musicians from each church. And we did a myriad of songs, and it was a challenge. And Amanda, not our Amanda, but the other Amanda, was so gracious and helpful and patient, helping people that needed help, especially when we had to take the music off our phone and then download it to where she could get it. It was, and then we did videos, and so it was a lot of work. I learned a lot, and it was so wonderful when it was all put together, and we had Lessons and Carols, and then we did our own Christmas pageant. So we had those 2 wonderful musical presentations with video. And I was just absolutely pleased that I could participate and be part of the group. Next time, I'm going to wear my red sweater for all the videos.
Oh, or maybe we should all like get ugly Christmas sweaters or something, you know, and wear
No,
those.
because you and Paula just set the bar so high, you know, where you recorded your songs and what you wore. So I aspire to do as well next time.
All right. Well, we'll put together some like pro tips next time and advise people on what to wear. So that'll be good.
That would be great.
Maybe we could like change outfits between songs. So like everyone could be in blue, and the next one everyone's in red, and the next one sequins. I think that'd be great. So
Well,
we'll work on that.
I have a lot of different colored flannel shirts.
Of course, the plaid flannel shirt song, definitely. That one should be like "Go Tell It on the Mountain." You know, we could. Anyway, I can see big things ahead. This is going to be great. All right. I thought that was great too. I love that so much, and I can't wait to actually watch it again. So and really looking forward to that. So let's see. Everyone's kind of heard all the sort of trials and tribulations involved with making virtual music. It's not an easy, direct path, but yet here we are, making this music week after week, and producing it and creating it. So Lynn, I want to go to you, and I just want to ask, why do you participate in virtual music?
Well, we've all talked about how it's hard. We all taught, we've all heard that it's hard, that it was something that we had it had a learning curve that we had to get over. But I couldn't imagine when everything shut down last year, it was almost a panic. How are we going to do music? How can we have a church service without music? How can I go through life without singing? And the powers that be, God sent us Band Lab. And Paula and Carolyn and we all learned how to use it, and it allowed us to sing together. Now it's not the thing like Phyllis said. It's really so much nicer to sing together, and having the person standing next to you singing in your ear, hearing the harmony across the way, whatever. But this satisfies some part of me that allows me to sing, and I will do it until we can get together. So this is my alternative. I'm good. I'll do it this way until we can get together.
Oh, I love it. How can I not be singing? That's just so really speaks to me, Lynn. So Paula, our fearless leader, Paula, let's hear from you. Tell us about maybe the best moment or something wonderful, or and just tell us something good about what this has been like.
Well, on a weekly basis, when I go in and check out, like usually Wednesday nights or Thursday nights, and I go into the song that, the song or couple songs that we're planning for Sunday, and I open up Band Lab and I see your tracks with your names, that fills my heart. And it was like, yes, they didn't leave me alone this week. They came to the table and they put forth, yes, I'm thrilled, and I do like mixing, and it takes a while to try to figure out and which of the tracks, which voices blend together. I start with just sopranos. I take each part, individually, and then I match up the instruments. Are they in tune? Can we use both of them? Are there situations where I can duplicate a track and maybe take out an instrument on a verse so that maybe it's just a cappella. It's fun because I can create it. It's much more lengthy than if you're in person and you can just say, hey, Elaine, only play on the first and third verse. I don't have to cut and paste you out. You just do it, which is awesome.
Did you know you were being cut and pasted, Elaine?
Yeah, there you go.
And copied and cloned sometimes.
There you
too.
go. Yeah, and Lori has flute in there and all kinds of things. So it's really so that to me, just seeing your names in the tracks is huge for me. So and especially there are times when I come in and I say, oh, guess what, guys, you know, we got to do 3 of them next week. It's not just one. So, and you come to the table. So God bless you for that. The second thing that fills me and keeps me going week after week is one comment from a parishioner. That's all it takes. Somebody who was touched by our music. Somebody who texts me or calls me or emails me and say, hey, wow, that was great. I loved it. Just, you know, whether it's Father Taylor or anyone else, that we just gotta, as long as one person is touched, it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Thirdly, what has recently become just a superb joy and to me helps make the music even come to life even more is Carolyn adding video to our music. And she's doing it with all of the photos that she's taken and other people have given her from, you know, around the area and especially around Trinity. And so it's been just magical what she's been able to create. And she sends them to me. I get a preview and get to look at them on my phone when she creates them, usually at 11 or 12 o'clock on a Friday night. And it's just like, yes.
Yeah, I live the wild life. I sit in front of Netflix and make him videos on Friday nights. Woo-hoo!
Right. So my goal is I try to get all the music mixed and done by late Friday afternoon so that Carolyn, if she wants, can have all Friday evening to create videos. So those are like 3 of my highlights. Seeing you guys, hearing from parishioners, and actually then experiencing this song, not just from an audio, but also now adding video to it, which is like, ooh, yeah. So pretty fun.
Funny story about the videos is, you know, the first one you may recall we made was us lip syncing to one of the songs that we had already made on BandLab. So, you know, because we couldn't sing with each other. So we just did our best Milli Vanilli and we lip synced. And I took the video and I was like swooping and I thought, oh, this is great. Let me just look at it. And I hit play. And because I was in the sun, all you could see were like thousands of gnats glistening around in front of all of your faces as you lip synced. So we did do a retake, but I might still have that on my phone if you ever want to see the buggy version of that hymn. So maybe for the future blooper reel, we can share that. Everyone will be like trying to scrub off their screen and wonder what's going on. So anyway, well, this has been so great. I want to thank you guys so much for just sharing and letting us all know a little bit about what the experience has been like. I don't know if anyone has any final parting words. Feel free to pipe up. But otherwise, I just want to thank you. And I thank everyone for participating in virtual music. And we, of course, thank you, our congregation, for supporting us and for singing along from wherever you are. And of course, it's all to the glory of God. So thanks, everyone. And we'll just wave out. And we look forward to seeing and singing with you all virtually. We are always taking new choir members. Am I right? All right. So see you guys.
Bye. Thank you all.
Yep, bye.